We have tax liens on one side, and we have tax deeds on the other side. So imagine the United States divided in half. And by the way, on the masterclass, you guys are going to receive a nice map showing you, telling exactly which state is what. How many of you guys would like that? So I got all the material for you guys. It's free. Okay? So how does a tax lien works? Let's start with tax liens first. So let's pretend, I've never done this with just one hand, but I will try. So let's pretend that there's a house here. Please don't laugh at my drawing, okay? Okay, this looks like a house. All right, let me put a door here. Maybe that will work. All right. So we have a house, and this house has a fair market value of $200K. How much? Okay. This house has a mortgage of $160K. How much? Okay. And this house has a tax bill, a property tax bill of $2,000. That's simple. So we have the county, and here, I'm sorry, I'm turning my back on you. This is the investor. Okay? All right. Now, as you know, what's her name, ma'am? Patty? So Patty owns this house. And please, legal disclaimer, as far as I know, Patty paid her bills on time. It's just an example. Okay, Patty, don't get mad at me, right? So the county, every year the county gives, we know we have exceptions, but every year the county waits into the last day of March for Patty to pay the tax bill. And the county needs that money to do what? To pay for all the services that provides the population. To pay for the schools, what else? Roads, what else? Police, what else? Infrastructure, firefighters, right? Now, what happened, and we know, in average, 30 to 40% of property owners don't pay their tax bill on time. That's the number. If you have a business and 30 or 40% of your customers don't pay your invoice, what happened? You go out of business. You're going to be in financial trouble. Is that right? So this comes all from the Roman Empire that was passed on into the British that came to America. So what the county do is the county needs the money. So when Patty doesn't pay the tax bill, the county is going to turn this into a tax lien of $2,000. And there's a reason why I moved these over here, because up to now, you guys understand that who was the first lien holder? The bank. So now, when the county filed that tax lien against the property, the county became the first lien holder on that property. But does that solve the problem the problem that the county has? What is the problem the county has? They need the money. So the county is going to offer to investors like you and me the opportunity to buy this tax lien. And how does that work? I identify this tax lien, and I'm going to send, I'm the investor, I'm going to send a check to the county for $2,000. Right? When I buy this tax lien, now the county is going to do what we call due process of law. What is the due process of law? The county is going to notify Patty, is going to notify Wells Fargo, and anybody else that has financial interest in the property, saying, hey, something has happened. Now you guys have 12 months to pay the tax lien. Now the clock starts ticking. And then two scenarios is going to come out of there. First scenario, Patty realizes that she didn't pay the taxes. Oh, she was a little bit behind. She goes to the county and said, here, Waka Waka, I'm here to pay my property taxes. And the tax collector of Waka Waka County, right? Her name is Shakira. It's going to say, somebody got the joke, right? Guys, I like to think I'm funny, okay? My wife disagrees with that. Okay, I like to think I'm funny. So laugh just so I can save in therapy sessions, okay? So anyway, the county, Waka Waka County Commissioner, tax collector gonna say, I'm sorry, you're late. Now you have to pay us 25% penalty on the $2,000. So the 12 months is what we call redemption period. And the redemption period varies from state to state. You have 3 months on the lower side, all the way to 3 years on the high side. And we also, the percentage, and for sake of example, we're using 12 months, okay? Now, the percentage side, it's also varies per state. We have 8%, for instance, in Colorado, or you can make 36% a year in Illinois, which is 18% every 6 months. Or you can make up to 50% in Texas. By the way, my book tells you, if you find another investment strategy that says guaranteed by law, and this is guaranteed by law, no matter what happened, you're going to get this percentage. If you prove it to me that that exists, I have $14,000 waiting for you. Every year, I up the bet $2,000. In 7 years, nobody proved to me there is a better investment strategy out there that says guaranteed by law. That's the key of it. Okay? Oh, crypto is good. Yeah. So far, right now, we have 100,000 less crypto millionaires in the world than 6 months ago. That's true fact. Okay? Now, so she's going to pay $2,500, okay? And then the county is going to send you the check for $2,500. How much money have you made? How much? No, 25%. You want to stop thinking about money right now and thinking about percentage. That's how you rewrite your story. You made 25% return on your money. Plain and simple. It's 25 times more than the bank would offer you. Good? Right. Marcus, but what if she doesn't pay it and the redemption period expires? That's the second scenario. So you're going to call Waka Waka County and say, look, I have the tax lien number 12345, and I haven't received my payment. I would like to exercise my second right. What is the second right? You're going to foreclose on a property, and now you become the legal owner of that property. And every single lien below the county lien, it's eliminated, even the mortgage. Did Hunter? I don't believe you. I don't care. Right? Because it's the law. Oh, just 1 second. So now you become the legal owner of this property. You can rent it, you can sell it, you can do whatever you want with it. The cool thing is, every time there is a tax lien offer, Miami-Dade, the next county over, not anybody from Miami-Dade here? Right. This year offer about 97,000 tax liens. Not $97,000 in tax liens, 97,000 tax liens. And we have 3,144 counties. So if you multiply that, you're going to see how many tax liens there's available. What happened is only 5% of real estate investors know exactly how tax liens and tax deed work. And I don't care if you've done 1 or 2, every county is different. So that creates a surplus of tax liens available. So the figures are only 30 to 40% of the tax liens are picked up by investor. So all the remaining of that goes to a list that we call over-the-counter list. Or they call lands available for taxes, or they call struck-off list, or they call a scavenger list. There's many different names. The cool thing is, if you're not very happy with 25% return, and you don't want to wait the redemption period, you can actually access right now thousands of lists of tax liens over the counter that the redemption period is already expired, And all you have to do, you buy the tax lien and you foreclose on the property. It's already yours. I have one of the deed hunters in Maryland. He bought a tax lien for $2,500, paid $2,500 to do the foreclosure, and he sold the property for $99,000. Is that a good investment? The key is there's thousands of those available out there. So what if you can get a portion of your energy, time, and money, and instead of qualifying leads, you start qualifying properties? Because when you get the leads, don't you have to go and qualify the property as well? How many times you have the lead, but the property doesn't qualify, the numbers don't match out, like there's a mortgage in the way that I have to figure out how I'm gonna pay. What if you don't have to deal with that? I'm not saying that what I'm telling you is better than anything else. I got a lot on those conferences because everybody tried to say, oh, my strategy is better. I believe as a real estate investor, you should know it all. It's like you were the Batman. You have a utility belt. You don't know which tool you're going to take for that particular deal, for that particular circumstances. That's what I believe. Does that make sense to you guys? I do wholesale. I do multifamily. I do all kinds of stuff because I like to understand all 9 strategies of real estate, right? So questions about tax lien? Because that was the law says. English law. Well, the question is, you have to understand one thing. American law is based on the English common law. On the English common law, the king and the queen has to get paid first. The county will never write a law that's going to take them out of their position, right? So why did the bank didn't show up and protect its interests? I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't own the bank. I don't work at the bank, and I don't care about the bank. What I can tell you is I don't have to understand the bank side. All matters to me is it is available. They're out. I'm going to buy it. Right? But that's the short answer for your question. So the long answer is there's a lot of banks are big financial institutions, right? And every time you buy a mortgage from somebody, how many times does that mortgage change hands? Right? So what happened? The county has only the obligation to notify whoever is in file. So there is bureaucracy, there is lack of process, there's a bunch of stuff, and quite frankly, the county acts faster than the bank, and that's in your advantage.